Hello, you're watching News Mongolian MNB World. I'm your host, Ayun. Our top stories. New economic recovery policy submitted to Parliament for review. Peace Corps Mongolia launches its 30th anniversary stamp. 157 COVID-19 cases and 1 additional death reported. For other news, stay tuned. Prime Minister Ayun submitted a draft resolution on a new economic recovery policy to Speaker Zandanshatar for parliamentary review.
On Monday, Prime Minister of Mongolia, Ayun submitted a draft resolution on a new economic recovery policy to Speaker of Parliament Zandanshatar for parliamentary review. The draft was discussed during a special cabinet meeting held on Saturday, December 25th, and cabinet ministers voted to submit it to Parliament. Cabinet believes the economic recovery policy will be the basis for strengthening Mongolia's economic independence, reducing the negative aftermath of COVID-19, its impact on the local economy, and the implementation of the Vision 2050 long-term development policy. The policy will be based on active partnership between the government, the private sector, and investors. Cabinet also discussed a medium-term program to create positive conditions for improving the economy, infrastructure, and the state's productivity. With the implementation of this policy, Cabinet members believe the first stage of goals set in Mongolia's long-term development policy will be met. Average annual economic growth will reach 6%, and per capita production will triple. The policy projects that the employment rate will increase by up to 65%, and the middle and upper class is expected to grow by 13% to reach 85% of the population.
The Ministry of Health reported that 157 new COVID-19 cases were confirmed today, and 1 person has died.
The Ministry of Health today on December 8th has reported that 157 new COVID-19 cases were detected in the past 24 hours after tests were carried out at PCR laboratories across the country. Unfortunately, 1 patient with underlying health conditions died of COVID-19 complications. All new cases except 2 were confirmed domestically, out of which 93 were confirmed in Ulaanbaatar and 62 were confirmed in the provinces, and the remaining 2 cases were imported. 1,832 COVID-19 patients being treated at hospitals nationwide. Additionally, 3,255 patients are being treated at home. Among the 1,032 COVID-19 patients being treated at hospitals nationwide, 694 are showing mild symptoms of illness and 29 are in critical condition. As of now, around 2.2 million people have had 2 doses of COVID-19 vaccine and 28% of the population has received the booster shot so far. In total, 1,983 people have died of COVID-19 in Mongolia.
Thank you for staying tuned with us on MNB World. Now let's look at Mongolia's current affairs.
Postage stamp commemorating the 30th anniversary of the establishment of the United States Peace Corps program in Mongolia and the arrival of its first volunteers was unveiled during a ceremony at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Akhbayr, State Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Michael Kalichevsky, Ambassador of the United States of America to Mongolia, Kim Mansaray, Country Director of Peace Corps Mongolia, and Akhwatar, CEO of Mongol Post GSC, attended the opening ceremony and made remarks. Currently, a total of 1,429 Peace Corps volunteers have served in all 21 provinces of Mongolia. The Peace Corps has implemented short and long-term projects in education, health, community-based child and youth development, business development, environmental preservation, and non-governmental organization development, primarily teaching English as a foreign language for many years and making a valuable contribution to the social development of Mongolia. The stamp can be purchased from Mongol Post JSC.
There are 22,000 school-aged children in Darkham province. This number is expected to increase in the upcoming years. Therefore, the government of Mongolia decided to boost the construction of a new school building with a capacity of 960 students, thereby improving the overall accessibility to education.
This year, the government of Mongolia has approved the Education 2032 program, and by 2024, governmental organizations and private organizations jointly plan to put into operations at least 5 new school buildings. One of the 5 schools is a school for 960 children in the 15th district of Darkhansum, Darkhanol province. Representatives of the MNB Construction Company and the Asian Development Bank meet with Darkhanol province authorities to launch the construction project.
We believe that this project to improve the quality and accessibility of educational institutions in difficult economic times will help increase access to education. I hope that the construction of the school will continue without any obstacles and that the school construction project will be completed on time. In the current situation, we have an urgent need for the school building. Over the past 8 years, we have focused on kindergartens and we have established a total of 17 new ones.
Funding for the 960 students school will come from an agreement between the government of Mongolia and the Asian Development Bank to improve the quality and access to education in times of economically difficult situation. Construction is scheduled to begin on April 1st, 2022 and should be completed by October 31st.
It is planned that at least 70% of the construction work will be done by the local workforce. The production of construction materials will also be contracted out to factories in Darkhanol province. We have asked the governor and local authorities for help in this regard.
Construction will be carried out on 1 hectare plot. Landscaping around new school building will be also part of the project.
Now let's check the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Now here's the weather forecast for major cities around the world. Well, that's it for today. Thank you for staying with us on News Mongolia. See you tomorrow with more stories and updates. Have a great evening. Goodbye.